Hey, what's going on YouTube? Bit of a clickbait title. I don't actually think DeMar DeRozan is gonna win MVP. For me, that's either Giannis Antetokounmpo or Nikola Jokic. But DeMar DeRozan has been playing very, very well this entire season. He is averaging 26.8 points, 5 rebounds, and 4.6 assists on just about 50% from the field. He's never been much of a three-point shooter. He's averaging just about 36% on 2.2 attempts. So, nothing great, but back in his Toronto days, he was never much of a three-point shooter. He's always been a great finisher and mid-range guy, but he never could really step it out to that three-point line. But I'm not going to fault him for it. And also, back in his Toronto days, he was never much of a defender, and his defense has been better than years previous. He's still like a decent defender. Like there's nothing to write home about, but he's like mid on defense. Like, you know what I mean? Also, his playmaking has been down from San Antonio. In San Antonio, it was surprising how much he improved on the defensive end. Last year he averaged pretty much 7 assists a game, which for DeMar, for me, was very surprising, because back in Toronto, he was just kind of a scorer. He was a one-way player, didn't really play a lot of defense, and just shot mid-range shots and finished at the rim. And he was really good at that, but he didn't play make a whole lot. And last year he averaged 7 assists a game, which was like very, very good. And it was surprising. And really, he's just stepped it up this year. He's been contributing to wins like a lot this entire season. And his last 2 games in Indiana, he got a game-winning buzzer beater in Indiana yesterday. And earlier today, he got a game-winning buzzer beater against the Wizards. That's what led me to make this video, actually. So that was cool, you know. Game-winning buzzer beaters are always fun. 2 in a row is very fun. And he's just been playing like amazing this year. It has been incredible to watch, and he's kind of just stepped up over Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine has taken a backseat to DeMar at this point in the season. And I'm confused whether to think he's the best shooting guard in the league right now. I think he's been playing better than James Harden. And Paul George at the beginning of the season was super hot, but he's kind of cooled down a bit now. But for this point in the season, yeah, I think I would give DeMar the best shooting guard in the NBA as of January 1st, 2022. I would say it was DeMar DeRozan. And I'm a DeMar fan, so that it makes me happy to see. It really does. And I think the Bulls can make a finals push. And it would be at the hands of DeMar, whether he lets that happen or not. Because I don't think Zach LaVine can be the best player on a championship team. And previously, I didn't think DeMar DeRozan could be the best player on a championship team. Like, I'm a Raptors fan. Like, back in the day, he was the best player on those, like, on the teams. And we would always, like, just get destroyed by LeBron. And, I mean, he wouldn't be playing LeBron in the Eastern Conference again. But to see that happen, I mean, to see DeRozan make a finals push would be amazing for me personally. I mean, it makes me sad seeing him in a different jersey, but to see him just succeed makes me happy. And I really think that if he can put it all together and the Bulls can put it all together, I think they can make a finals push. I think Nikola Vucevic would have to step it up, because the Bucks and the Nets are going to be tough. I think that's the 2 real teams that can put up a good fight. I mean, the the Heat are gonna be like dark horse contenders for a while, I think, but those are the two main teams that I think are gonna be are gonna be contenders with the Bulls. Um, that's gonna be the top three teams going into the Eastern Conference playoffs, and um, like I just I don't know. In the West, I see either the Suns or the Warriors coming out. I don't really see the Lakers. I think unless they trade Westbrook, which is not going to happen, his contract is not very tradable, and you can never lean on Anthony Davis. Uh, like I mean, you can't really trust him to be healthy, so I wouldn't lean much on him. And LeBron has been playing amazing, and they're still not really getting that many wins. So I wouldn't trust the Lakers. Um, I don't expect Kawhi to come back, so not counting on the Clippers. The Jazz have been playing good. I mean, the Jazz could be like dark horse contenders, like like the Heat, even though that they were the first seed last year. You know what I mean? So I could see the the Jazz making a deep playoff push, but in my opinion, I see either the Bulls, the Nets, and the Bucks in the finals, and the Warriors or the Suns in the finals. And I say this because I think DeMar is gonna have to even step it up more. I mean, he's been playing really good, but like his team as a whole, I mean, every team has been having chemistry issues. Um, like due to health and safety protocols, we're 30 games in, and we've had the most players play in NBA history compared to full seasons, and we're 30 games in. So that's crazy. So there has not been a lot of good team chemistry because teams are meeting their replacement players on the bus, like no practices. They don't gel with their teammates. So that sucks for teams. So I've seen a lot of teams have been disappointing this year, but the Bulls have been a bright spot. But I still think if they are to make a deep finals push, they need to step it up more because the Nets are going to be competitive. Like they're going to step it up. The Bucks are going to step it up in the finals. The playoffs because they've been there before, and this Bulls team hasn't. So I think DeMar as a player is going to have to step it up. The Bulls as a team are going to have to step it up. And players like Nikola Vucevic and Zach LaVine are going to have to step it up as well. So that's my opinions on the whole subject. The Bulls in a whole and DeMar DeRozan too. So yeah, that's about it. Uh, have a good day. Like and subscribe if you want, and see ya.